Every day, our natural heritage and the basic rights of countless people are threatened by destruction, corruption, and trafficking. And every day, Freeland and our partners are deployed across the globe to do something about it. I'm Steve Galster, founder of Freeland. Join us at the front line and help us make our world free of wildlife trafficking and human slavery. In April 2015, over 7 metric tons of ivory was confiscated by Thai customs on its way from Africa to Asia on container ships. It was the largest amount of ivory ever confiscated in Thai history and showed that the illegal ivory market was still thriving. Poaching of African elephants for their tusks has been going on for years, but lately the situation has gotten completely out of control. Ivory products on the international market today come from the illegal killing of elephants, but awareness of the origin of these products is often very low. The killing continues in order to feed demand from the ivory market, which is still flourishing in some countries. A lot of the tusks from poached elephants in Africa right now are ending up here in China. So we've come to Beijing to take a look at the markets, what happens to these tusks as they get carved into products for consumers, and what's being done to change consumer behavior so we can stop the killing of all the elephants. To help us understand why people are supporting this harmful industry, our friend Astor from Freeland, China, took us to a legal ivory market in Beijing. On the way to the ivory market, Astor told me that the young, wealthy generation in China is driving demand for ivory products to display at home as a symbol of status. Astor mentioned to me that the world's wild elephant population is decreasing rapidly due to the high demand of ivory. Elephants in both Africa and Asia are in a very critical situation.
It's important for Chinese government to realize that the situation. Without a good, very strict conservation policy to stop the poaching or stop the losing of the habitat for elephants, then the last Asian elephant population in China will disappear in next decade, I believe.
Even purchase of legal ivory products can fuel the trade of ivory on the black market because it increases the popularity of the product in general in the country. Inside the gallery, we found ivory on display prominently shown along with other expensive items. I learned from Astor that the high price of ivory adds to its attractiveness. Consumers want to show off their wealth. So this one is $300,000 US, and that depends on who carved it. After checking out the ivory market, we headed to a really interesting event where some big Chinese names gathered to speak up for elephants. Organized by the conservation group IFAW, this public awareness event released new Chinese celebrity messages about why Chinese people need to stop buying ivory.
Every 15 minutes, an elephant is being killed for the ivory trade. And every link on this trade chain, from poaching to trafficking to demand, has responsibility to protect elephants. The next step is to tell them how to take action. And that's why it's so important to have these KOLs, key opinion leaders, to join the campaign, to amplify their message with all the media partners that we built, and they are helping us to push this campaign forward.
A very famous and influential actress in China, Wang Luodan, is one example of a so-called key opinion leader who is helping to change the young Chinese generation's opinion on ivory. Her strong message to stop buying ivory continues to be spread in public places across China.
你们的购买也许是无心的，但对于他们的伤害，对于他们的离别却是永远的。我相信你一定会做出负责的选择。
This fight is not finished, and there's still a lot to do. Not just by creating awareness and changing consumer behavior, but also by supporting enforcement on the ground to defend the elephants and keep them where they belong, in the wild.